goodness. Today I was out and about and in the store looking crazy. I had my hair looking like this and forgot I had three rollers in the back of my head. Y'all, I was looking crazy in the store. Have you ever have you ever and this well let me phrase the question like this. Before targeting and your before the program became overt, you know, before you knew about the program, have you ever recalled going to the store or saying to yourself, I'm just gonna run around to maybe your corner store or to the grocery store, and you don't look like your best, that you don't think, that you don't feel you look your best, um, and you run into somebody. It seemed like that, but that probably was part of the program. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying before we knew what was up, it just seemed like if you didn't look all of that, like you wasn't put together, you always ran into somebody, in the store, at the gas station. Oh gosh, that's what happened today. But it was good though that I had ran into some people that I knew long ago before I knew I was even in this program. I was aware of the program or whatever. And I used to go out, and you guys know I used to do House in the Cold, and it was a where I went out and I interviewed people, right? Yeah. And so today, when I was in the store looking busted, and I know I look busted today. I'm out just really running around doing some quick errands really quick, and heck, I forgot I have threw some doggone pink rollers. Where they? Oh, I put them in the house. I had threw some pink rollers in my hair, y'all, because my hair was all frizzy at the top. So I was like, I'm not trying to do nothing special to this hair right now. Um, we gonna make it do what it do, okay? And so I went through them rollers, and y'all, I saw two guys. They were young back in the day, young men, and one was a rapper, and one was a R&B singer. And I'm in the store looking busted like this, and I walk by. You know how you do a double take? So I do a double take, and he does a double take too. The one that's a rapper, and they are, like I said, back in the day when I interviewed them, they were young guys, like I don't know, maybe in their early 20s, and one of them, the rapper, he's out of Houston, right? And when I met him, he invited me over to his house. I met his mom, his dad had just passed away, and I had did a whole interview, a story on him. And his dad had passed away, and all of this, and he started rapping, and his brother was, and he's an R&B singer, and I mean both of them talented. You know how some people, family talent just runs through the family. Talented. So the rapper out of Houston, y'all, he was so they were just they were nice, okay. But the thing is, he was one of those people that, how rappers nowadays, they like front their background, or they front their existence. You know what I'm saying? Or how they came up. I guess to act like they have like some kind of street cred or something like that. But he didn't. He didn't play that role. I mean, when I did his interview, he told his whole story, how he grew up. He had, in a nice neighborhood. But when he moved to Houston, he lived in a rough neighborhood, because just because you grow up in a nice neighborhood don't mean you'll stay in that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if it was that rough, but I know he met some folk. Okay, and by him allowing me to do the interview and stuff, we kind of and I made friends with like his mom and stuff, and he actually introduced me to. Do y'all remember what was his name? Paul Wall. What did he say? I can't remember what he was big out of Houston. Paul Wall was a rapper out of Houston, and then there was a guy. They do the grills back in the. I don't know if they still, because I haven't seen them as much. But they used to have the grills that were real popular. But nowadays they have. I think they do them differently. I think they're still popular. I ain't in that scene. I was never in that scene. I just interviewed people that were in the rap scene, and they wore the grills. And his business was the grill. I'm gonna show y'all. He was an Oriental man. He out of Houston. And matter of fact, do y'all remember when Takeoff, the rapper Takeoff, got shot? I don't know if y'all, I got a mixed crowd here. But Takeoff, the rapper Takeoff, had actually went to this guy's his jewelry shop because he makes like a lot of rappers, y'all, go to this guy's jewelry shop, and he's an Oriental guy. I can't. It's Jimmy. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up because that's going. But anyway, the young guy that I interviewed back in the day, he was making grills and was in the jewelry game, also in the rap game. Because with rappers they do. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? They do multiple. Yeah, I'm coming here. I got to throw these things. I need one of these big barrel washers so I can throw this comforter in here. Let's see. Get in here before anybody else. What you doing, partner? What you doing, partner? Um, I'm gonna see if I can pull this guy up. Uh, Let me see. Did I bring this thing today? What's his name? Anyway, the young man I interviewed back in the day. Hey, Ashley, how you doing today? I hope all's well. Let me see if y'all know this person right here. If I can remember try to get his. He was a rap. No, he wasn't. He wasn't a rapper out of Houston. He's a jewelry maker out of Houston. Let me see. Let me see. It's the blind man. What is that man's name? Jewelry maker out of Houston, and he was Asian. I can't remember his name. Jimmy? Let me see. If y'all know who I'm talking. Right here. It pulled him right up too, y'all. It pulled him right up. Hold on. Hey, you know what? Oh, heck to the no. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back. How the heck, y'all? I ain't going. Let me show y'all something. I pulled up here to let me put this on pause. I pulled up here to go put some. You know how you have them big comforters? They had them big old machines right there. Y'all see that big machine? How about all these people? Look at this. All these people start pulling. This parking lot was empty, y'all. This parking lot was empty. All these people start pulling up. Oh, heck to now. I see y'all. Look at here. I tell you, I bring them out. This parking lot was empty. Do you hear me? Y'all got it. I can't call it. Not today. Not today. I'm going to have to find me a new spot. I just need to wash a comforter. Y'all got it. All these folks pulled up at child. Where the hell y'all come? I mean, they still coming like this is. That don't make no sense. Anyway, let me get back to my story. Hey, Ann. Hey, Katie. Now, Ann, I've seen Ashley's name before. Hey, Ann. Come on, hey, girl. If I think, hold on, y'all. I think this thing is dusty looking. There it is. There it is. Look at these folks. Look, and bringing comforters and stuff. Y'all know y'all ain't have to wash no doggone clothes. No comforter. Try to come in here and get all the machines, the big, them big barrel machines to put your comforters and stuff in. Let me see. They wrong for that. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Y'all, I said this is about memory lane. I think that's what I put on the doggone. And my hair looking busty. Y'all see how frizzy it is? I just threw it in the ponytail. So I'm at the place, at the store, looking busted. Forgot I had threw two rollers in my doggone head, trying to make this hairstyle stretch. And before I had to really do something, but it probably most likely go in a ponytail. Most likely it'll go in a ponytail. But anyway, so I'm running into the store, and then I run into two young. They were young now. They probably in their 30s, late 30s, maybe 40. They might be hitting 40. It depends. One of them is younger than the other, so one might be in his late 30s, and then the other one might be in his early 40s. But back in the day, it was a rapper, and he was a R&B singer. Both of them talented young men. You hear what I say? So the rapper, he introduced me to Paul Wall, and he used to make grills and do jewelry with this guy. I don't know if you guys know. I'm gonna see if I'll pull it. This guy out of Houston. Okay, let me see. See if y'all know this person.
You have to see the boss? I'm Johnny Day.
Johnny. Do y'all know who this is? Out of Houston, Texas. Hold on for a minute.
My grandfathers were jewelers.
Right here.
So in Vietnam, when
y'all know who that is?
Saw them how to make.
If you don't, I'm gonna tell you. So he is real big, and you know how in New York they have like the rappers and stuff go to certain jewelry makers and things like that. Well, in Houston, what was his name? Jimmy or whatever his name was. I can't remember his name. What did he say his name was? Johnny. Yeah, Johnny is big out of Houston, right? So the guy that I interviewed back in the day, he was affiliated with Johnny. He even brought, when I was at the station, he even brought Paul Wow down to the radio station, and I got them on the radio station and interviewed him, and I'm not going to say that person's name, and the other person, the rapper that I know out of Houston. And then I also met, because nowadays, they were like trendsetters. They were like me because I was like the first one to bring a camera person around and do interviews with my camera person. Back in the day, they had like a TV newscaster camera. And then they were like the first rap group I seen where they had like a videographer with them, but they had the little small cameras and stuff. So then I met his camera guy, who was a videographer and a photographer. And he's like doing big things out in Houston right now too. But that just touched me to see them today, both of them. And they were just so, their face just lit up when I saw them. We were talking for a minute, and it just made me think, when I left out of there, I was like, dang, that's the only thing that really, really sucks about this program, because you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like wondering, well, are they part of it or maybe not? But they didn't act like it. They didn't do nothing, no suspect. Let me turn this car off because I might go in here. I think it's one. It's one waiting for me. They didn't do like any, purpose stuff or anything. They're just so sweet and everything. I was like, man, that's one of the things that really sucks about this program is the people like you knew in your past, whatever you did, you know what I'm saying? And to see them again, and just hope that they don't fall prey to um, being just interacting or trying to get, and they don't need the money because they were doing big things, once they moved out and started branching out down in Houston and stuff. So, but you never know because you don't think doctors and lawyers and your physicians and stuff they would need any perp money, but they be perping. They be perping at the doctor's office, the hospital, the police department, the FBI. They be perping. You know, who knows what the motivation? Who knows what the motivation is for to? There they go. See, who knows what the motivation is? What is your motivation, perps? What is your motivation? Can a perp come on? Can a perp join the live stream real quick? I don't know if there's any perps on here. Can you tell me what is your motivation to gang stalk? What is your motivation to follow folks? Is it that hard out here to get a job? You know, is it that hard? Did you ever have one? Did you ever hold? I know. I look. Trust and believe. I know the system is is false. It's corrupt. It's a game they had us playing, right? You know what? I hate when y'all do that because I don't even know if the doggone thing is still on. I don't even know. I just wonder sometimes what makes y'all want to perk? That is the question. Um, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh my God, it was so good to see them. This guy looks scary. Hold on, y'all. This guy looks scary. Oh, hold on. I see you. Hey, Melanie 666. When you pop in, are you on here too? Oh, hey, what's good? What you say? Yay, I made I made the trip. We're not on a trip. I'm on. I was I came here to put doggone confident in the laundromat. I'm at the laundromat. That's where I'm at. Did you make the trip? Are you here? Melanated. Are you here? Are you here, Carbon? Shoot. But yeah, no. And you know what? As soon as I pulled up in this bad boy, you here? Oh Lord, where you at? Where you at? Come say hi. Are you a perp? You're not no perp, are you? Cause I was so liking you popping up on my in my panel sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You're not no perp. uh, they may be, but can when your light can come in room, they have to be nice. They have to be nice. Stop that. I'm just asking. You said you was here. I'm just making sure. You gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask. Y'all, my head look. Let me get out the light. My head looks crazy. But anyway, so y'all, I just, I was saying one thing. Watch out now. One thing I hate about this program is, and it's for me. I am, although people can drain me depending on what their frequency is, how they vibrating out here. You know what I'm saying? If they got some low energy, some low, you know, carnal, just negative energy, it'll deplete me. And I mean, not, and I'm like I told you guys before, they don't even have to be a vampire, one of them energy vampires. They could just be vibrating low, and I just be like, oh Lord, I go home, I be tired, okay, because I'm depleted. And you know what I was thinking? This is what I was thinking. I'm gonna get back to the young guys. I mean, that just really gave me a boost, and probably because they vibrating high. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you guys before, either I can get depleted or I can get a boost. You know, like joy because of the people that you surround yourself with, right? Um, you look. Oh, thank you. So, sister, go, sister. Let me see. I just had to do a Facebook Live. Oh, really? On your with your family? Most of them are low vibra. Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh, Sorry, I was trying to say when your light's coming to the room, they have to be nice. Oh, okay, I got you, Ann. I got you. Yeah, you park close, dude. You gotta slide in there. So you need to get you a young man. Do I? It ain't hot. You know what? I think the tides are changing. As I got older, more of the young men started coming. I mean, I ain't never. I ain't trying to be funny, but I ain't never had no problem finding no man. No way, or no man has ever had a problem approaching me. But as I've gotten older, it's been a lot of young guys. I think a lot of young guys be like, they tired of these little young girls and but it's such a rift, now between men and women. I don't even think I could. I don't know, y'all. I think it's just hard for us as targeted individuals. Look at you. Why everybody got a y'all think I'm like everybody got a comforter because they knew I was. I'm gonna just turn this around so y'all can see what's gonna walk through the door. Everybody gonna bring their comforter set up here to watch. Who? How odd is that? Everybody bringing their comforter set because I wanted to wash mine. Y'all need to stop it. Hold on. Y'all need to stop it. Okay. I thought I was gonna get a machine. I'm gonna have to find me a new spot because I done came here. If you come too often, they know. They know. And I think I came here twice before. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get me a new spot, y'all, to wash my comforter. One with these big drums. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, dating as a targeted individual. Now I did go out on a date. Oh goodness, has it been a year? It might have been. It might be going on a year and a half, y'all. My goodness. Well, no, I went on another date. I just never told y'all guys about it. It wasn't a date, but it was a little something something. Um, but yeah, dating as a targeted individual. That's the thing because you just don't know. You just like I said, you got to go out there and see who's who. And a lot of people don't want to do that because they wind up with perps. They wind up with they get the perps sent their way or the honeypots sent their way. You know. So let me see. Not a baby, and not a baby, a man. What do you mean, young? I am well seasoned, honey. I'm fine like fine wine. I am Riesling from Germany, something nice and sweet, but well, they have Riesling here now because it's popular. But back in the day, they didn't have. Back in the day, everybody was a Moscato. I can't lie, I used to like Moscato, but everybody was a Moscato person. That cheap, easy wine to find. But yeah, I can't just be out here. You got to have some. You got to have some intellect, and you can't be no doggone perp. You can't be out here perping. You know what I'm saying? How you out here perping and trying to holler? How you out here trying to be a honey pot? It just messed up the whole algorithm. It has messed up the whole algorithm of just being out here trying to live day to day. besides the mess of this matrix, besides, when we were in the matrix and it was the hamster wheel of work, the hamster wheel of do this and do your best, and you're gonna have a white picket fence in a house, and that all that stuff was a lie. All of it was a lie, especially if you woke up to being targeted and perped while you were thinking you were making those advancements in your own life, trying to be an upright citizen, and the whole time it's been a game. It's been a whole game. You know what I'm saying? So it just made it harder to want to be out here trying to date somebody. Although they'll holler every now and again. Let me see what you're saying. They'll holler every now and again. Yeah, it's part of the simulation. I'm not assimilating. I will not become a Borg. Have you ever seen that movie, Star Trek? I think it is Star Trek. The Borgs, when they say, "We are Borg, we will assimilate you." They'll put you in the hive mind. Bring that confidence set because they try to take all. I know he bring that car. Yeah, yeah. I mean, cars just start pulling in, and sometimes it just really feels um like a video game. Like how would the parking lot was? I mean, it was like literally three cars. It was a blue car that was in front of me pulling in, and he parked here, but he left. So obviously he was a perp. He wasn't doing nothing but. And then a car pulled in over there, y'all. And I was talking live, and cars just started pulling in, honey. They pulled up. They pulled the comforter set off the bed because they got the alarm. They got the alert. Doo, 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 she's here. She's there. They started coming in, honey. You seen him walk in with that comforter set in his hand. He didn't even put it in a trash bag or nothing. He just threw it in his hand. Kept it going. Your king might be out there yet. You must be wise. Yeah. My king might be in the kingdom. I'm gonna have a kingdom spouse. I might have a kingdom spouse. You know what I'm saying? I might have a kingdom spouse because I don't know about these men out here. I can't call it. You know. I don't. Oh Lord. Because y'all know I was like married for 18 years, together a total of 20 years. 20 doggone years of my life, and he probably was a perp the whole time. Because when I think back about his life, he was doing some purpose stuff. But I don't know for sure. You know. So after that, when I did get back out here and started dating, I dated. You know how people like you have your type. You have your type of person that you like, men, women. Everybody has a type. It's just how I think you develop a type of person that you like from growing up, your childhood, your experiences, interacting with. That's the importance of socialization. But with gang stalking, they have taken the socialization of people out of the. But you know what? That's part. You know what? That's part of the simulation. Why you said that word, melanated. That's part of the simulation, taking the socialization out of social people, out of social beings, because we are social beings. You know what I'm saying? And I recall when I work with children, we encourage parents, to bring them in, even if they were, kind of scared of coming into a daycare center or a learning center, just to bring them in for maybe an hour or two a day, just to build up, the familiarities of the center and to start to build up their socialization skills. You know what I'm saying? Because people who don't socialize, you don't want them to become, what's the word? Not introverted or anything like that. That's just a personality trait. Like if you're introverted or extroverted, but you don't want them to become they can become awkward around people. They can become it's chalice is another word I can't think of. Y'all know how I get because I be paying attention because these folks they humming like bees out here at the laundromat. Y'all know y'all ain't try to come wash no doggone clothes at the laundromat. Y'all humming out here. But you want your children to get some, just like if you had a pet too. Not to equate children to animals, but if you have like if you bought a puppy, um, real young and stuff, and you want to train the puppy and stuff, you want to socialize the puppy, so you probably want to take it to dog parks and on walks and things like that, and so that as you're training them, they're getting familiar with other scents of dogs, other behaviors of dogs, and things of that nature, so that they can be able to know how to interact within their dog community, right? But I think that's part of the program is taking socialization out because they want you guys, they want us to be in the metasphere, in the digital world. Remember how they shut down everything and you couldn't some states had curfews. You couldn't be out past a certain time. You know what I'm saying? So they want to take all the real people, all the people with light, all the chosen ones. They want them out of here because this realm has to get darker and darker. And if you're behind walking around with a light shining so bright, coming beaming from your chest, and you don't even know it's beaming, it's hurting their eyes. If you think the sun's hurting their eyes and their bodies, your light is hurting them. So they try to take out all the light, trying to make the ones who are here that has dulled down their light. We call them bots. They want y'all in the house or in on the line in the smart cities, never to exit outside your building, only to interact with people on like this, like I'm talking to you now. That's the only interaction you gonna get is talking through these phones or whatever devices they have. Pretty soon you're gonna be talking to the y'all remember on Star Trek? It was Star Trek or Star Wars, one of them, where the doggone it's not even a hologram. The picture gonna just be in the air. You just gonna swipe the air. You just go swipe the air. Somebody call you, just swipe the air. That's y'all the ones that's gonna have all that stuff. Y'all gonna think that's hot. Y'all gonna say, yeah, put it in my hand, put it in my head. And somebody call you, hear the call, you gonna be like, beep, and the image gonna just come on the doggone air. Just you be like, yeah, what's going on? You just talking to the air. That's what's gonna happen. They don't want you guys to socialize. They don't want you to be around people. Matter of fact, they got these. Remember, they had these little. They advanced from sex toys to sex bots. They got big old. Hold on, y'all. I froze the doggone comments. Froze, y'all. The the sex dolls back in the 70s and stuff, they used to look like they call them blow up dolls. They had blow up dolls. They in there blowing they sex doll up. Now they gonna have robots that's gonna have take the place of humans. Y'all think y'all doing something now? Talking about I'm transgender. Call me my pronouns are. And now, yeah, child, I seen something that talked about I'm transgender and then I'm a wolf. I'm a dog too. Pretty soon they're gonna be like, forget all that. That's old news. Get this sex bot, marry this sex bot, and you're gonna be a human with a sex bot. That's what it's gonna be. They gonna take you. You're gonna be transhuman. You're gonna have all this gizmos and gazmos in you, so you can go buy your food. You're gonna have a mark, and so you're gonna be transhuman, and you're gonna be married to a bot, a real bot, a real robot. Do y'all remember that movie AI? Was it called AI? It was with that little boy, little blonde haired boy. I think it was AI. But he was a robot. He was a little child robot. And I remember a couple of scenes in there. His parents had got him, whatever. But it was a scene in that movie where I believe it was the husband, it was the wife. I think the wife was like in love with the sex bot, or the sex bot was the wife's mistress. I mean, not mistress. What do they call? What they call men when the woman's sneaking around? They don't call them. What do they call them? Well, the man was creeping. How about that? The wife had her a little side thing, but it was a sex bot, and the husband was having like almost like a mental breakdown because he couldn't keep up. He couldn't keep up with the sex bot. Okay, and the wife was like addicted to the sex bot. Okay, and that was in that movie AI. When at the end, I guess something. It's always something happening to the world, y'all. And it froze over, and then like some robots came down and found him. Let me. Oh, snap, crackle, pop! My stuff. We gonna roll. We gonna roll. Um, but some robot aliens came down and found him froze in the sand. I mean, in the ice. It was an okay movie. Let me see what else y'all saying. But that's what the world's coming to. Um, what? You resembling cinnamon at the moment. That's too funny. Well, thank you. Cinnamon's good for you. That's another that's a spice you need to have in y'all cabinet. Cinnamon. I hope y'all checked out that video I dropped so you know how to make your tinctures. Okay. It's on your level, and you understand what you are doing from the end for the what Federation. I know they know I'm there. Okay, we're gonna roll because I gotta get down. But yeah, guys, that just gave me a little boost today. Seeing them guys, they were so young back in the day when I when I interviewed them. I don't like this parking lot. I can't hardly get up out of here. Hold on, y'all. I gotta concentrate. This parking lot. I told you they can't park. This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. You probably right behind me so you can get so you can. There's somebody in that car. So you can stand. Ah, but yeah, it was good to see them today, and then it just made me think. I just hope they didn't get to them. I hope they didn't get to them. These folks, they ran they butt up in here. That don't make no sense. I hope they didn't get to them, but it don't seem like it because they didn't really do no purpose stuff. When the perps are on assignment, they do a quick, fast, in a hurry, y'all. They be perping quick, fast, in a hurry so they can get out. I wonder if they get paid instantly. Like if they do the scan, or get their picture or whatever their mission is. Do they get like does it go to their check? I mean to their bank or to their cash app or whatever instantly? Because they out here. They out here, and I don't know what is the incentive What is the incentive for you guys to do that? I was just mentioning earlier, we all had to wake up at some levels. But even while we were asleep, we made choices, out here in the matrix. Even while we were slumbering, we made choices. I made choices to take my behind and go get certificates in school. And those was my choices. But at the time, I had a family, and so my thoughts was, I didn't do that for myself. You know, when I went and first got my CDA to work with children, I was always thinking about the advancement of my family. That was my incentive. You understand what I'm saying? And after that, my when I was in Germany, one of my directors, what the heck happened over here? Did somebody hit and run? Somebody look like they hit and ran, honey. Um, my director, and this is when I was asleep. I hadn't woke up to what was going on and knew about this program or knew about gang stalking. I knew about regular stalking. Where one crazy person them fell in love and infatuated with somebody and start stalking them. Our peeping tom. I heard about those generic things. But I didn't have no doggone clue about organized gang stalking, organized covert gang stalking via your governments or corporations or communities or just doggone people who have a vendetta. I did not know. So while I was asleep, I was out here, but I wasn't out here running the streets. You see what I'm saying? I was out here going to school, getting a certificate, getting trained, and doing me to cut out. That was my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So we've all made choices. We all make choices in our life, right? These folks here get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves, gang stalkers. Cause y'all choices is the dumbest of them all. I'm gonna let you know right now. That's the bottom of the barrel. The bottom of the doggone barrel. The bottom of the barrel of a choice. Of a choice to make. Well, who's who? And a lot of people don't want to do that because they wind up with hurt. Yeah. Because this lamb has to get darker and darker. And if you're behind walking around with a light. Hold on. Let me close this out. Because I don't even know if they called again. I don't even know if the doggone audio is on. Y'all, gang stalking is the bottom of the barrel. I, even, y'all don't get me to preaching to y'all. Don't get her on one of those tangents. Hold on for a minute. Even, y'all, the bottom of the barrel. Because even though we may be out here in this matrix. Oh goodness gracious, it's a portal, y'all. I got a portal on this side. They must know they're trying to beam me up. Let me see if y'all can see that. Can y'all? Oh, I ain't turning around yet. Can y'all see that in the sky? That can y'all see that bright? That is not the sun. That is like a rainbow. It's a blue. Let me see. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this. It's blue. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. It looks like another dot. Oh, I wish I could take a picture. Somebody screenshot this for me and send it to me. Cause over there look like a whole. Can y'all see that? Look at here. That's the sun right there, y'all. That's a. I might have to pull over. I might have to pull over so y'all can see this portal. Y'all think I be talking just to be talking. You pull over. Mm. Okay. Y'all see this? That's what you call a portal. When you see that rainbow like that, when it's half, it's like I think the colors are red, uh, green, and yellow. Some people call it a sky dog or something like that. It's not the sun because the sun is there. That's Nubaru behind there. Y'all see that? Does that look like a regular sun to you? Look at that. Ooh, shoot, they flying. Look at that. That look like Saturn the way that doggone sun is beaming. How it's sitting. That don't even look like a regular sun. It look like a whole different planet. But that's the sun, supposedly. That's a portal right here. And it was something over here, but I missed it. I missed it because I'm on the highway. I wanted y'all to see that. Hold on. I wanted y'all to see that real quick. Funky Cone Medina. Okay? It's something else behind that doggone sun, y'all. Could y'all see it? Hold on. Let me get back in action. That doesn't sound bright as I don't know what. Let me get back in action over here. Um, that is. Y'all trying to beat me up? Are y'all sending me help? Y'all see the gang stalkers on my tail? I told y'all, I got people in high places, okay? Okay? But what I'm saying is, gang stalkers talking to you right now. Perps. That has to be the lowest, the bottom of the barrel type of job to pick. So I was saying, even though I was asleep in my slumber before I woke up, the things that I chose to do with my life, I didn't pick the bottom of the barrel stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's that's just I can't call it. It's just so low. It's just so low. It's like you have not you didn't aspire to do anything with your life, but follow people around with your cell phone on an app. Is that what you aspire to do and be? I just that's what I can't wrap my head around. What is the motivation behind stalking people, following? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Following people. What is motivation? Other than y'all know I got ships in the sky waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? Other than I got ships in the sky waiting for me. Okay. Other than that, if you ain't on that squad, if you ain't Space Force X out here scoping a sister out, then you the bottom of the barrel. If you ain't Space Force. This is Funky Comedina, y'all. I got this big white truck behind me. You Space Force, aren't you, sir? Hmm. You Space Force X. Is that what they call them, y'all? Space Force. I can't read y'all comments yet because y'all know I'm on the highway. That's Space Force. Um, that was behind me, y'all. That was that was um, real pretty. I wish this cloud would move so y'all can really see it. I wish this cloud would move. Hold on. When I stop, I'll read. But yeah, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I would get off me. Get off me, cutting off my stuff. Get off me. I got Space Force X on me, y'all. I like watching people who inspire, who motivate, right? Different channels like that, and informational channels and documentaries, things of that nature. I was watching this one guy, and he was, he was talking to his people, his on his platforms, his followers, and he was talking about he he was saying something about people going to school and things of that nature. Like not just the school. I don't even know if it probably was just regular school. You know how we got indoctrinated into the system, so we all went through um, that institution of learning that wasn't learning, right? We know that. But while we were asleep, we didn't know that. While we were asleep, we had our children go through all of that. You enrolled your children into school because you thought that was what was the right thing to do. You wanted your children to be able to read and function in this matrix. So you enrolled your children into a school. Um, Head Start if you wanted them to get a jump on life, right? In inner cities, they had Head Start. In poor neighborhoods, under developed neighborhoods, Head Start was something to help children get a jump on the game. Because sometimes in underprivileged neighborhoods, I'm so pissed off that I'm gonna have to find me a new spot because they messed up my whole plan. I need to go get me something to eat. Um, in underprivileged neighborhoods, they give you a jump for your kids if you take advantage of it. Everybody doesn't take advantage of that, but we did that because we thought that was the right thing to do because we were asleep, right? So this guy was talking on his platform, and I think he knows that he's gang stalked or whatever. I just came across his platform. You know how they give suggested videos, but one thing I did not like what he was saying was regarding anybody can go to school and get a diploma or get a degree, and I think this is just I think he's picking up on this frequency of hating, not hate. I don't want to say he's hating, but the negativity, um, the negative frequency that we get because now we want to downplay people's achievements, accomplishments, because we now know the system was fraud. We have been frauded, okay, out of half of our lives. For me, I know I got the big fraud. My time here really was spent in being hustled out of my my lifespan of time here because that's what they're doing. They're hustling you. You know what I'm saying? So, but yet and still, I would never, although somebody is asleep and still in the system and still in the matrix, still in their pod, what was his name? Morpheus told Neo, we can't go just wake everybody up at one time because they brains couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? When he went and he woke Neo up, y'all remember that? Neo woke up out of that doggone pod to the reality. He wasn't in no suit. He wasn't in no apartment. He was in a nasty, slimy pod, a little egg pod with wires all in the back of his head and all in his body when he woke up. And the pod, opened up and he pulling the stuff, spitting out slime. He woke up to his real reality, and once he woke up, he ready to go wake everybody else up. And Morpheus like, no, partner, you can't go just waking everybody up at the same time. And that's what we have to realize that everybody has got their own time to wake up, but yet and still, I'm not. This is just my feeling. This is how I feel about it. You can feel the way you want to feel, but if I woke you up out of a sleep coma like state, and all you knew was that reality that was so false, and all they were doing was had you plugged up like a battery, and I woke you up knowing your fragile mind state and your fragile body because you hadn't been walking, exercising. Your muscles is you probably don't even have any muscle mass. I would not. I would have to be like I am the Morpheus of this matrix. I am the Morpheus and I am the oracle of your matrix. Okay? I am Morpheus. I am trying to wake you up, but I'm going to have the wisdom of Morpheus and I have the wisdom of the oracle, the old woman in the kitchen. Okay? Holler back if you hear what I'm saying. I am like Morpheus. I'm not going to wake you up and then tell you that the car you was driving wasn't real, food you was eating wasn't off the rip. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you the education that you went out and you thought in your mind while you were in this deep coma of sleep in your pod that it wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. Because in your mind, you're coming out of a coma, and by not being able to really evaluate the situation, because it's first of all you're in somewhat of a shock. Why the hell would you tell somebody all that was just BS? All and just put them in more of a shock, and do you realize shock kills? Okay, shock kills. So when you tell people, and so we have to understand if you have a platform, if you are a TI and a chosen one, and you have a platform, and you're just you're giving off this information about your journey, your waking up, and everything that you've gone through, and then you get to a level. Don't get the mindset of Neo waking up and being gun ho to go wake up and just shake everybody awake because everybody might not handle it. These people might pop and it's over. You woke them up for no reason. They might pop and die. They might pop and go back into the matrix. And you woke up. It was a waste of your time to even try to wake them up. So why put down somebody's accomplishments while they were in a coma in the matrix? Because that might have been their lifeline. Do you understand what I'm saying? That might have been their lifeline while they were in the matrix, in a coma. Because we're still in the matrix, but we're in a coma. We are now. I'm Morpheus. Okay, I'm looking for Neo. I'm looking for Neo. I'm trying to wake up another Neo, okay? Because, Morpheus was asleep at one time, okay? So I'm Morpheus and I'm the woman and I'm the oracle, okay? So um, I'm not going to wake you all up, you chosen one, targeted individual. I'm not going to shake you awake. What you did, your accomplishments matter. What you did, how you did it, how you moved in this matrix matters. Because that's what kept you alive. And matter of fact, you were in the matrix, you were in a coma, but obviously, you were there and you were put there by some other source. By some other source, gathered y'all up, put y'all into these camps, and hooked y'all smooth up to a hose and put you in a slimy pot. So you were a being with intelligence, frequency, energy, and some diabolical beings saw your potential and wanted to cipher off of your potential and put you in the pod and put you to sleep. But by you being already here, created, you came with gifts. Your energy. What's up, partner? I think I seen you. Yeah, partner. You always around me. Put your phone down. Hello. You always around me. Um, you were created. You have the energy. You have the research. You have the talent already, right? You have the talents already. and they know that, and they seen it, and they put you to sleep. They put you to bed. They rockabye. Well, they didn't rockabye you all the way, but they put your behind in a deep coma because they wanted to cipher off of your resources. So while you were in that fake world, that deep dream state, you were using your natural talents that you were already created with. So why would I tell somebody who's just waking up? Your degree don't matter. All of it was fake anyway. Your children don't matter. The government had you sign them off in the hospital, and half of the daddies ain't show up anyway. They wasn't even at the hospital. They didn't even know what was popping off. All that didn't matter. Matter of fact, your children probably ain't your children because they probably got switched in the hospital. I just pulled over here to get these folks off my behind. They sure was on my behind. Um, everything you did didn't matter, and that's a lie. I have to say that's a lie from tip to hell because you came with your talents and your gifts. Because if you had not had these talents, these gifts, these not no 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 it's not me. If you had not had these talents and these gifts, what entity, what diabolical being would source you out? Who digs in the dirt if they're not looking for gold and diamonds and rubies? Who just digging in the dirt just to be digging in the dirt if they're not looking for the richness of the dirt to plant their vegetables in rich soil instead of sand? Who looks in something without looking for purpose, without looking for resources? So don't be lied to. Don't get the hoodwink. If you're just waking up, don't get the church okey doke. Y'all know what the church okey doke is? It is the people who were in the matrix, in the slumber, in the sleep of the matrix, who in their sleep went to church. Okay? Like most of our parents. Some of our parents. I'm not gonna say most because I don't know what everybody's like. Okay? And some of them, some of these, the church okey doke they got put on them, they got in the church. Now they were sinners, right? Before they went to church. Everybody didn't even grow up in the church, right? They were sinners before they got in the church. They get in the church, and then all of a sudden it's the okey doke. They got the okey doke for you, cause now they think they better than you. They done read have child. They probably only read Genesis. They probably only read Let There Be Light, the first the first sentence in Genesis, and ain't read no more of their Bible. But they got the church okey doke because they part of the usher committee. What else they doing? They teaching in the Sabbath school or Sunday school. You know, they got engaged to the pastor, so now they become the first lady. They got the okey doke. So everybody who is in the matrix, who is under the slumber, who has entered into that church house, the people who have the okey doke on them, the church okey doke, they then feel like they are above, they elevated. So now they must put the newcomers down. They must make the newcomers know how prestigious they are because they are the pastor's wife, or they are on the usher board, or they teach the Sunday or Sabbath school. And so, they've been in the church for 2 and 3 years, and they got the okey doke. They have fallen for the okey doke, okay? That's what I mean. They really think they about that life in the church. They think they all of that. So the ones that are slumbering and sleeping that come into the church house in the matrix, right? The ones that are still sleeping their pods, they're in the fake world. But they still think they're doing right because they have gifts. Remember, you don't go robbing somebody's house if you think the house is empty. Thieves don't rob empty houses. Thieves don't go stealing out of empty stores. So these people that are in the pods, although they are asleep, they are in the matrix with gifts, talents, resources. So although these people go into the church in the matrix in their coma, these other folks that already made it to the church house think they are elevated, and now they must put down other people who, are just so-called waking up, are using their talents and their skills when they come into the church house. This happens, okay? This is happening when I see, different folks. And I don't think they do it on purpose. I really don't. I don't think they do it, but I don't think they're really looking at it for what it is. Because although the people are moving and doing what they do, not understanding that they're asleep, they're using their talents in a false world, in a deep dream state. And until they wake up, they won't know that they were in that false dream state. But yet and still, that does not negate, that does not take away from those people having those talents, because they wouldn't have been plugged in. I wouldn't plug in something that doesn't work. Do you use dead batteries? Do you use dead batteries at home? Is your flashlight, it doesn't work anymore? Do you go out and look in the drawer or in the garbage can for batteries you threw away with no juice? No, you don't. You use batteries that are fully charged, brand new, because they get you while you come out your mama's womb, while you come out of that portal, brand new batteries, ready, energizer bunny. So you come in here with talent. So for me to tell you, whatever you did while you were asleep in the matrix under your slumber didn't matter. No, whatever those talents matter, because they wouldn't have plugged you in had they not. So I would not fall under this illusion or this negative low vibration that is going on across the world, where they're like, yeah, they have this disdain for people who went to school, as if the person was on the strip pole, you would have something to say. If the person was poisoning their community with drugs, you would have something to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a win-lose situation with waking up. It's like these people who have woke up before you, before I, got the church okey doke on them. They, and it's always, I think it's always going to be a level of competition, but it should not be. It should not be. It really shouldn't. But it is what it is. I'm just saying I would not, as Morpheus. As Morpheus and his wisdom say, you can't wake everybody up too fast. Come on, pump your brakes. Slow down. Oh, go a little slow. You might have some people that can handle waking up earlier, but wake them up. But don't tell them that they gifts that they went out and accomplished while they were in the dream state was meaningless. No. Did you do it? Did you possess that gift? Was you able to do what that next person did? No, because everybody have different gifts. Okay, and different levels of gift. They might have the same gift. It might be on different levels. Okay, so we got to understand that. So that's just my thoughts. Those are just my thoughts. It's just different levels of waking up. Come on, y'all, stop. Don't do that. I mean, even the Most High said, gave you. I mean, Yahweh Shah gave you the parable of the talents. He gave you talents. He gave the servants talents. Here's one talent for you. Here's 5 talents for you. I'm gonna give you 3. I'm gonna give you 2. go do what you do. Go do what you do. I'll be back in 400 years. I'll be back in the millennia to see. I'm just come check on y'all and come check on you, wake you up from your slumber, because he put you out in this world, and come back and say, what y'all do? How y'all do in this game? Did you win? Did you lose? How many lives did you lose? Did you play the game right? Well, tell me about it. And you come back, well, you gave me this talent. I hid mine underneath some rocks. That one talent you gave me, I hid it. You don't have to. You don't have to remind me, because it wasn't nothing for me to do out here. And the other people, I multiplied mine. Shoot, I was here. So I was like, shoot, I might as well try to open me a business. So I went and talked to the folks that, some Koreans down here. They had some hair. They were selling hair, and I just peeped the game, and I just, split my. I just use my talents. And the Most High is gonna be like, oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I got about two beauty salons, one here and one out of town, and they making some more money. Matter of fact, I gotta go pick up a bank. I gotta go do a bank run real quick. So, okay. Well, what did you do with your talent? What did you do while you were asleep? While you were in this game? While you were in the matrix, in the slumber? He not gonna say, I gave you these talents, but they didn't mean nothing. I gave you the smarts to go to school and go ahead and get that degree. And if you were wise and you wanted to pursue that, you had the talent to do so while you were in a slumber. Did you do anything? See, that's what I'm saying. We got to get away from, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it right now to say why these people are pushing this narrative about it doesn't matter if you've gone to school or not, or if you went to college or not. And I know where it came from, for the most part, from Kevin Samuels with that. I got a PhD. I know where it came from for the most part, but it's infused in a lot of people's speech, and I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I think they're just doing it because they've heard it. It's like, if you listen to a song on the radio for the first time, you really don't like that song. But if you keep hearing it and hearing it, you start to know the lyrics to the song. I think it's something along those lines. But it's the wrong thing to push out. You got to be aware of the messages that you're taking in, and then the messages that you're spewing out or regurgitating out to the world, out to the ones who slumber, the ones who are still asleep in the matrix. You have to be careful of what you are. What is it in the Bible? You have to guard your eyes, your ears, to messages that you take in. Although it might sound like it's coming from somebody who, like Kevin, Kevin was looking sharp, suited and booted. I mean, he has some good points. He has a lot of bad points. He had a lot of negative stuff to say. So it's that the theory, to understand that you got to chew the meat and spit out the bones with some information. You can't just ride the wave of what everybody is saying, because you might be pushing an agenda unaware, is what I'm saying. You might just be pushing an agenda unaware. So I'm going to finish out by saying we all have talents. We all have resources, and that is why you are plugged in. That's why you have been plugged in to the matrix. They're not just using any empty batteries. They're not just using resources that they can't gain from, okay? So when you are helping or assisting someone else, when they're coming out of the pod, when they're waking up, do not put that false message out there that what they did while they were asleep meant nothing, because it did mean something. It did mean something, because they used those talents while they were asleep, while they were slumbering. And those very same talents that they used while they were sleeping are probably going to be used while they are awake. Okay, holler back if you hear me. Let me see what y'all saying real quick, like what y'all said. I think I read most of it. They want things to fit your narrative in theirs. Mm, yes, indeed. They've been trying to get you. That's why I wait until I go. I know. I wasn't even. I was just rolling, but and they didn't know I was going to the laundromat. They just, they just pop up. It don't matter where I be. They just pop up, honey. Oh, y'all saw? Yeah, that was beautiful. I'm gonna have to go back and look at this video. I always go back and look at them anyway to break some of them down. Uh, it seems like they're being forced to do it. Some of them, I think, are being forced to do that to gang stalk. It's just so many different levels of it. They can't handle the truth. Why you put that little turd at the end? Shit. Is that what that means? Little turds. Um, yeah. But just know this, my people, my peeps. You have talents, you have gifts, you are the resource, you are the vibe. You are the vibe. And that is why they follow, they stalk, and um I'm just sorry to say it just will it probably will never end until you know, leave this prison cell known as this avatar, your body. Yeah. So, you know, I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna try to just give a word of encouragement every time I can. All right, I'm out, and much love.